Can I get to know, no, 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 you better, baby. Can I get to know, no, 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 you better, baby. Can I get to know, no, no, no.
Hello and welcome to my water marbling tutorial. It's kind of a neon tie-dye sort of look going on. And I only have 2 nails to show you for the sake of the tutorial. So for the colors I used, I have a navy blue, a regular blue, a translucent red, a regular red, and a yellow. I'm not going over the brands, but I'll put them in the description box just because they're all different brands and it doesn't really matter. As long as it drops into the water pretty fast, then you're good to go. For the base, I used white because it really makes the colors pop, and if you have a translucent red, it'll actually come out a neon magenta hot pink, and it's very cool looking. So I'm going to go ahead and apply my tape as a barrier. You're just going to do like this. Do one around the sides, like that. This just makes for easier cleanup. And then I do one on the top. Make sure it's not touching the nail. I do probably about 1 millimeter away from the nail. Okay, I'm gonna do my other nail. Okay, now I have a few things to tell you first. First off, this blended look that's happening right here between the pink and the yellow was an accident. So if you cannot replicate it, you're probably doing it just fine. It just happened to be the colors that I used specifically. That's just how they worked with each other. They just bonded together for some reason. And second, you need to have room temperature water without a fan on, without the AC on. It just has to be still room temperature water, not warm, not cold. It should be, if your room is 72 degrees, your water is 72 degrees. So now we're gonna get started. I have my paper towels, I have an orange stick, and I have a safety pin. I use both of those for design tools, and then I have my Q-tips sitting over here on the paper towel. In the order I did this was the darker blue, and the regular, and the darker again, then translucent red, regular red, and yellow. You want nail polish that drips fast because otherwise it'll set up too fast and you won't be able to make designs in it because it'll already be dry. So I just anchored it to the sides by drawing 2 lines out from the middle. And now I'm just gonna pull in like this. I'm going to anchor this to the side just because it's starting to float off. Okay, and I kind of like what's going on right here, so that's probably the spot I'm going to use. So now I'm just going to turn this in a way that I can dip my finger in there. And you're going to very slowly dip your finger in, but you have to be really still with it, otherwise it'll kind of overlap. Just very slowly drop it in. If you go too fast, you'll get air bubbles and it doesn't look good. So now with my finger still in the water, I'm going to get my Q-tip and it will just grab all of the nail polish that's left. When your water is clean, you can pull out your nail. And you can see I got the blended look on there. I didn't get as much blue as I wanted, but I can go over it with some detailed blue later. And I don't know if I said this already or not, but if your nail polish isn't dropping into the water, you can just let your brush barely touch the top of the water, and the water tension will kind of just pull it off. Because the key is to be fast. Okay, so I'm going to pull to the sides to anchor it, like this. Wipe it off. I'm going to draw to the inside. And if you see a spot where there's like too much color, like right here, I think there's too much of this red, you can dip your orange stick in there and it'll pull it out. It's pretty cool. It's just a finely tweak it. Then you just slowly dip it in. To get your Q-tip and get all this stuff off the top. Wow, this one has a lot of yellow. And there you have it. I would definitely like to see more red on that one on the end, and this one I want more blue. So now what I'm going to do, this is where you can like really mess up your design. I'm just going to, let's see, put some red on that one, put some red in there just like that. I'll do some yellow too. Now I'm just going to put the tip. I'll do this corner. Just to get some more red on there. Make sure you have it clean. And pull it out. There we go. That's a little better. If there's water, you can kind of use a Q-tip to squish it off. Sometimes you'll get water bubbles on there. Okay, then for this one, I would just really like to see another stripe of blue, so I'm just going to do a few blue dots. Oops, I didn't clean that first. You have to make sure your water is clean, otherwise it won't spread out like it's supposed to. Okay, I just did a few of those spots. I'm just trying to go for a stripe here. Sorry, my cat is jumping on my couch, which is hoisting up my camera. I'm just trying to make little lines here on the end that I can use to get a stripe. Just a little bit on the corner. Okay, now I'm cleaning it up. There we go. That's what I was looking for. And that is how you water marble. Now I'm going to get some scissors and I'm going to cut this tape off and I'll show you what we have. Okay, and here is the results. Now, my trick for cleaning up, this is an awesome trick, and you are going to say, wow, well, at least if you hate nail polish remover as much as I do, what I do is when I'm in the shower, you just wait till your fingers get pruny, and then the stuff that is on your cuticles, it will just peel right off. And I think that is so much easier than going in there with the Q-tip and trying to get just right in there into the little small cuticle. So that's what I do. I just wanted to share that with you. Now I'm going to go over the top with a coat of Seche Vite top coat because that's what I always use and it's the bomb. And that is it. Thank you so much for watching.